What if the incredible strength of Hercules, his 12 impossible labors, and his struggle between divinity and mortality were not inventions of Greek poets, but fragments of a story that began over 6,000 years ago? What if the so-called hero was only the mask of something far older, a forgotten prophecy about humanity itself? We know the Hercules of Greek mythology, son of Zeus, cursed with rage, condemned to complete 12 impossible tasks to redeem himself. But beneath this tale, passed down through centuries, lies a deeper enigma. One whispered in ancient temples, carved into broken tablets and buried beneath civilizations that rose and fell long before Homer. Long before Greece, cultures of Mesopotamia spoke of Gilgamesh, a king with superhuman strength who battled beasts, sought immortality, and confronted the gods. In Egypt, Horus faced trials of blood and sacrifice, proving himself worthy to ascend. In Indo-European myths, warriors were sent on impossible journeys, fighting chaos itself to restore balance. Hercules, then, is not unique. He is the echo of a universal figure, the hero forced to carry the weight of both human weakness and divine expectation. The enigma is not just his strength. It is why this archetype appears everywhere, across thousands of years. Each of Hercules' labors seems like a test of muscle and courage, but deeper analysis reveals something far darker. The lion, the hydra, the boar, the stables, the mares, the underworld, these are not random challenges. They are ritual symbols of chaos, each monster a face of disorder threatening the fragile balance of the world. Scholars suggest that the number 12 was not by chance. 12 was sacred. 12 months of the year, 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 cycles of cosmic time. Hercules. 12 tasks were not punishments. They were reenactments of the eternal struggle between order and chaos, light and darkness. In each labor, he was not conquering a beast. He was restoring balance in a ritual that humanity had been repeating for thousands of years. Why was Hercules condemned in the first place? The myth tells of madness sent by Hera that drove him to kill those he loved. But in ancient myths, madness was not a personal tragedy. It was a divine punishment, a cleansing fire that stripped heroes of arrogance and made them confront their own fragility. The curse of Hercules mirrors rites from Sumer and Egypt, where chosen men were driven to symbolic death before being reborn as guardians of order. Madness was not failure, it was initiation. Hercules was half god, half human. This duality is central to the enigma. Ancient civilizations preserved myths of beings caught between two worlds, neither mortal nor fully divine, destined to suffer. In these figures, humanity projected its deepest fear, the burden of power mixed with weakness. To be divine meant carrying responsibility. To be mortal meant facing pain. Hercules embodied both, showing that strength always comes with sacrifice and victory always with blood. If Hercules was only a story, why does his figure appear in so many cultures long before Greece existed? Because the myth was not just entertainment, and it was a code. His labors are instructions, metaphors for battles every generation would face. The lion, the beast of pride, the hydra, chaos that multiplies when ignored. The stables, corruption that must be cleansed. The underworld, the fear of death that every human must confront. Hercules' legend is a survival manual written in symbols, disguised as a heroic tale. Archaeologists uncover fragments, but the full story remains elusive. Why was this myth so carefully preserved, reshaped, and retold through millennia? Because it was never just about a man with strength. It was about a prophecy 6,000 years old, that humanity would always face monsters both outside and within, and that redemption could only be earned through trials. Hercules is us. His madness is ours. His monsters are the shadows we carry, and his labors are reminders that the fight between order and chaos is eternal. So the next time you hear the name Hercules, remember, it was never only about a hero swinging his club against monsters. It was the memory of ancient rites, the echo of a prophecy humanity tried to bury, but could never erase. And this is only another chapter in the hidden book of history. Prepare yourself for the next untold story, where forgotten myths will unveil even darker secrets waiting in the shadows.